Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be doing something a little different. Today we're gonna be taking a look at my very own Honkai Star Rail account. Today we're gonna be doing a full account review, looking at every character I've built over my time on Honkai Star Rail. I'm a day one player, so my account is pretty stacked. I've reached the max Trailblaze level, I've got most of the characters in the game, and I've got some interesting builds that I want to share with you guys. But anyways, with all that being said, why don't we just get in to today's video. But before we do that, I did just want to let you guys know that we're going to be doing a couple giveaways. We are coming really close to 80,000 subscribers on the channel, which is a big milestone. And when we hit it, we're going to be doing a ton of Oneric Shard giveaways. I love giving back to the community, to you guys, so I would really appreciate it if you could go down, hit that subscribe button, and let's get in to today's video. Alright, well, why don't we get straight into things here? There was a lot to go over because the game's been out for quite a long time now, and honestly, it doesn't feel like that long, but I've built up a lot on this account, so let's go over it all. And why don't we start with the data bank, because this has a lot of useful information for us. In the data bank, you can see how many characters you have, light cones, etc. As you can see, I got all the terms, creatures, ions, factions, relics. I have grinded every relic set in the game at some point, but my characters and my light cones aren't completely filled out. So let's talk about it. So with light cones, I don't usually go for most of these signature 5 stars. I'm just not a whale player, and I'm not willing to spend money to get some of these light cones when honestly, there's not much of a dramatic difference between a 5-star light cone and a 4-star light cone. You can beat all the content either way. So with most of the pass here, you'll notice I have all the 4 stars, but none of the signature 3 stars. That's the same for Destruction, Hunt, Erudition, Harmony, Nihility, except I did roll for Patience is all you need for Kafka. This is the only light cone I've ever rolled for, and it may be the only light cone I ever roll for. Preservation and Abundance, I have not got any signatures other than Kafka. Yeah, so it looks like the only light cones I'm missing is the 5-star light cones that are mostly signatures or on the standard banner. And then I'm also missing Solitary Healing and Texture of Memories because I just don't need them, frankly. Next up for characters. Now characters, it's a little bit different because I like making videos on the new characters. So sometimes I may spend a dime or two to get a new character, but there's still 5 I'm missing. Now I have every 4-star in the game. Some of them were tougher to get than others. If you guys are a fan of some of my old content, you'll remember I went to like 90 to 120 into pity to get links. Gwenifin, I didn't even get her even after all my rolls on her banner. I ended up getting her on standard a little bit later. So yeah, I've had some trouble with some of the 4 stars, but we do have them all. The only characters I'm missing are all healers, and Clara and Jingyuan. Clara, I just haven't got lucky enough to get her. Bailu, same thing. The reason I didn't roll for Jingyuan, Luocha, and Huahua was honestly just all situational. It just so happens that as the time these characters came out, I just didn't have a lot of Stellar Jades, so I just didn't roll for them. I'm happy I didn't roll for Jingyuan, although I do kind of regret not rolling for Huahua or Luocha because I really do need a good healer on my account. So not getting these 3 characters has really hurt me, and is a reason I struggle with a lot of the content because I really don't have a well-built healer. And that's about everything in the data bank. I have most of the characters. Every 5-star that I've rolled for, I've basically built in one video or another. The only 5-star I have on my account that isn't built is Yongqing because, I mean, I have Sele, so why would I ever build him? But anyways, next, let's check our backpack. What mats am I working with here? Now, I grind a lot of mat. Not more than your average player, but enough to get by. As you'll see, I am kind of low on EXP books right now. That's mainly because I've been level 80ing a bunch of my characters. Like I just finished a level 80 on Don Heng. I did level 80 Topaz. I leveled 80 Argenti recently. Even Hanya. So I've spent a lot of books recently. I have a lot of refined Aether, probably too much, more than I'll ever need. I started getting the Tears of Dreams. These have been really clutch, I'm not gonna lie. And then for the rest of the path materials, you'll see that I don't really have very much of anything else. I have been getting a couple of the arrows to prepare for the upcoming free limited 5-star Doctor Ratio, so I have been preparing for that a little bit. I even started grinding some of the bug claws for him as well. And other than that, not too much interesting to see here, just a bunch of different parts, which I grind daily. history, like the Silvermane badges, ancient parts, etc. I mainly get those from assignments. On my daily assignments, I choose to do the path materials instead of things like EXP and credits. I just don't like going out of my way to grind mobs, and I think this is the easiest way to grind this material, so I choose to do it here instead of grinding mobs. Next, for my light cones, you can see I own a couple gold light cones. I own 7 in total. Kafka's the only limited. I have 2 from the Simulated Universe shop, which are both super in position 5. And then I have a couple 4 stars built, which we'll go over a little more later when we go over characters. As for my relics, I have a good amount of relics. I'd say more than the average player, but I definitely don't grind relics as much as I should, because getting the ropes and the spheres can be very, very tedious, and I generally don't enjoy doing the simulated universe over and over again to get these, so I have less of these than I probably should have. Synthesis materials, I don't really grind these. That's why in tandem, I also don't have a lot of food. And then for my essential materials, I've been getting a lot of these jade feathers recently, which have been very clutch. I have a ton of Undying Embers right now because I've been warping a lot recently. I even have an extra 13 Star Rail passes saved up for Dr. Ratio. Oh wait, no, he's free. Never mind. Oh, and I also have 540 Herentium. I didn't even know I had that. And 24 supply material boxes. When did I get this? Yo, wait, I actually didn't know I had this. Oh wait, give me some Arrow of the Demon Slayers. I'm gonna need these. Yeah, there we go. Wait, I'm gonna go spend my Herentium too. When Shiki, what's up? I can buy, oh, another thing for the Trailblazer Destruction. Awesome. That's definitely important. Oh, well, we did actually get another Star Rail pass from that. I'll take that. Yeah, give me that. Cool. And now I claimed all rewards from Herta Space Station. I can get 4,000 more credits. And if you guys don't know already, when you buy that singular Star Rail pass, you're actually guaranteed to get a 5-star on the standard banner directly after. Watch this. Okay, it didn't happen. Now, something else I'd like to acknowledge here, now that we're on the banners, is we can take a look and talk about some of my banner history, because I have a lot of history with these banners. If you guys have watched, I've made a lot of wishing videos, and some of my records are actually really interesting. Not really on the standard banner, but I'm more talking about the limited time banner. I've had a lot of things happen to me on the limited banner. A lot of good things, a lot of bad things. Like, for example, I believe I got early pity for Ron May and won the 50-50 as well, as I got Argenti on page 17 here. But I think one of the best things that ever happened is when I got Fu Xuan here on page 63 quite a while back, and about 30 rolls after, I lost a 50-50, got Himiko, and then had the guaranteed for the upcoming Jing Liu, I believe, which was absolutely huge. And then probably the singular most lucky thing that's ever happened to me is when I got Kafka, and then immediately on a back-to-back pull, I was lucky enough to get a second Kafka in the row, which is by far the most lucky I ever got on a limited warp banner. And I was even lucky enough to go even farther into pity to get a third Kafka, which is why I have E2 Kafka, which is the most Eidolons I've ever had on a limited 5-star in my entire life. I've never had a Genshin limited character with 2 constellations before, or a Honkai limited character with 2 Eidolons before. Kafka was my first, and I'm really happy with it. I don't think I'll ever peak higher than that in this game. And with that being said, why don't we get into the character section? We can talk about my Kafka now. Now, as we've established, I got her Eidolon 2, which I'm really happy about because this gives us a ton of DOT, and it's amazing for DOT-based comps. We got her signature light cone. I maxed out her traces completely, besides this, because there's really no point. I believe she's the only character I have 10, 10, 10 on. I don't think I have that on any other characters on my whole account. And then her relics are pretty simple, but there's gonna be something here that upsets a lot of people. So I went basic build pretty much, just prioritizing attack percent for the most part. But then you'll start noticing, oh, he has a crit rate body. Oh, he has attack boost. Oh, he has a lightning damage orb. Oh, he has a crit Kafka. Is he stupid? The answer to that, yes. I have a crit Kafka. Is this a good build for her? Not necessarily, and I don't recommend it for anybody, but I have a lot of fun with it. Look, Crit Kafka is a lot of fun. She may not have enough speed, only coming in at 106, so she's not getting double turns, but I have a good ratio. I got 3.5k attack. The speed is a little annoying, but that aside, I have a lot of fun with this build, and it's just something I enjoy doing. So I'm going to keep playing Crit Kafka, and nobody can stop me. Anyways, I don't want to go through all these characters today because I have a lot of them built. But one primary storyline on my account has been the lack of healers. Now, as you'll see here, I have a level 70 Natasha and a level 70 Link. Natasha, I've had level 70 for a long time, but I never gave her a light cone, never gave her relics, or anything else. Lynx was my very first built healer. I built Lynx just recently because I've been really struggling with the content in the game because I didn't have a healer. So I just built Lynx recently and can't say I've used Lynx very much yet. To be honest, I don't even think he's been on a team yet. I gave her a decent relic set. I got some speed, HP, all the normal stuff for a healer, and then also idle on 3. So hopefully I'll be able to beat content now that I actually have a healer on my account. Now, the lack of good healers slash shielders on my account can be most presently seen when you look at my Forgotten Hall progress. Now, I've always struggled with hard content, but just recently I was finally able to 3-star on stage 10 of Memory of Chaos, which was absolutely huge. I actually still haven't beat the final stage of the Xian LeFou trials yet, stage 6. This is really hard for me for some reason, and not having a healer for the longest time made it even harder. I tried doing stage 11, didn't work out for me, but now maybe that I have another healer, maybe I'll try it again, I don't know. But just to kind of establish how much of a rut my account was in, if we look back to the previous Memory of Chaos challenge recap, you'll see I only got 23 stars. I was terrible, and I had great characters. Jingliu, Sele, Kafka, Topaz. Like, I have really good characters. I just couldn't progress because my only real way of protecting myself was with my 2 shielders, Fushuan and Gepard. And arguably, Fushuan is a healer by herself. And I'm not going to lie, I don't need a healer with my Fushuan comp. It's more the other comp that I need a healer with. Fushuan is absolutely broken. I have her on HP, speed, all the basic stuff for Fushuan, energy regeneration rope. She is completely and utterly broken. I should really max out her talents. I haven't gotten around to it yet. She's on Moment of Victory, the 5-star Gepard light cone. She completely and utterly breaks the game. I've never struggled with having her on a team comp. She has 2.3k defense, 7k HP, which honestly is so overkill, and I've debated putting her on attack body because of it, but I just haven't had the guts to do it yet. Anyways, I absolutely love this character. She's the only thing that actually keeps my account afloat. As for my other shielder, Gepard, I hate him with a passion for one reason. He screwed me over on 50/50s twice, and I have him E2 now, which I don't want. I don't even have him well built. I have him on a decent light cone. I don't even know what this one does, to be honest. His traces are pretty bad. He's at 668. I still haven't ascended him. His relics, half of them aren't even plus 15. So yeah, screw you, Gepard. Another character, which I've lost a lot of 50/50s to, is Himiko. And unlike Gepard, I actually somewhat like Himiko, which is weird because she's like the worst 5-star in the game. But I've also lost 3 50/50s to her. And her constellations basically do nothing. This one deals 15% more damage when characters have 50% HP or less. That's useless. I do have her on a 5-piece Firesmith, however, and Inert Stiletto, increasing my follow-up attack damage. Plus, I have a decent light cone for her. The Seriousness of Breakfast is actually a really good light cone, but she's another character who I can never forgive because of all the 50/50s I've lost to her. Now, like I said, I don't want to go through all my characters today, but I think I want to go through some of my most well-built characters. And I think where that starts is with Topaz. Topaz is a character who I absolutely love. I've been playing her since she came out, and she's a character who I have very good relics, light cones, and traces for. She's on the Swordplay light cone. I was able to get it super in position 5. Amazing light cone. Has been so helpful in some of the harder content. She has almost maxed out traces. I'm just saving up some materials to get the 10-10 on her. As for her relics, I got the new limited Ashing Blaze Grand Duke set, and I've actually got some really good pieces here. We got crit rate, damage, effect hit rate, gloves, or sorry, that was the hat. And then I got crit rate, damage, attack, effect hit rate, gloves. 2 really good pieces. This piece could use some improvement, but it has a little bit of break effect. She has some speed boots with attack, crit damage. Unfortunately got an HP roll, but other than that, really nice piece there. A fire damage orb, which could definitely be improved. And then an attack percent rope, which has a crap load of crit damage. So overall, really nice build there. I was very proud of this. No Eidolons, unfortunately, but I'm very happy with my Topaz. She barely reaches 134 speed, but she has a good ratio, and I love her. Next up, probably the character I've been putting the most attention into recently has been Imbibitor Lune. He is the second DPS I've been using most, next to my Kafka and my Jingliu. I would say those are my main 3 right now. I've been kind of getting out of my Sele era. She doesn't have the greatest relics in the world. Some of them aren't even plus 20 and just generally have bad stats. So I've been kind of falling out of love with this character right here. But I've been loving Imbibitor Lune a lot more, along with Jingliu. So let's talk about Imbibitor Lune first. I have him on the something irreplaceable light cone, generally just because I have nothing better for him, and Jingliu is holding on to my On the Fall of an Ion light cone. Also, you'll notice it's super in position 2 because I've lost 2 50-50s to them. I know, very cool. Anyways, traces almost maxed out, just need a little bit more to get the 10-10-10. Relics, we're running the basic relic set on him, his best in slot, Ruliant Arena plus Wastelander. No Eidolons, but we do have some good relics. Some of these are pretty crazy. His hat has 4 speed, 22 crit damage. Now, actually, I have another even better one for him somewhere that's currently on my Yukong, but I have one with 12 speed, which is really broken. Next, for my gloves, I have 6 speed, 5 crit rate, 5 crit damage, and a little bit of break effect. Generally a pretty good piece there. Crit rate body with 24 crit damage, but a couple other dead subs, some nice speed boots, a pretty bad orb, but it was in the right set, and a pretty decent rope. That leaves him with 138 speed, 72 crit rate, 121 crit damage, very solid character, gonna keep using him for a long time to come. Now, he was my second favorite, however. My favorite DPS at the moment is definitely Jingliu. She is probably the best DPS in the game that we have, and I have her on some pretty good stats. We have 150 speed, 20 crit rate, 184 crit damage. The reason you run such low crit rate is because Jingliu gets a ton of crit rate from her traces. In fact, 50%, which is a crap ton. So you don't really need to run much crit rate on Jingliu. And that's why I haven't. She's on the Fall of an Ion, super in position 5. And she has some pretty bad relics, to be honest. This one is kind of mid. This one is kind of mid. This one is really mid. Mid, mid, and mid. But they're decent enough. They do the job. I'm happy with them. I really don't need good relic substats because Jingliu gets so much from her traces. Not to mention the main stats give more than enough for Jingliu, and she does crazy damage as is. So yeah, that's my Jingliu build. I think that about covers the DPSs. We talked about all my main ones. We covered my defenders. We covered my healers, which isn't plural. That should be singular. So let's finish it off by talking about my buffers / debuffers. Now, I don't really have many Nihility characters built. The only ones I have built would be Silverwolf and Welt I rarely use, to be honest. So let's just talk about Silverwolf. Silverwolf is a character I rolled for as soon as she came out, and I completely maxed her out, I think. Level 80 light cone, super position 5. I think her traces are maxed out. They are not. I need to get on this. I should do this. I don't know why I haven't yet. I'm gonna max these out eventually, just haven't gotten around to it yet. Of course, classic set, 4-piece Quantum, 2-piece Galactic. Pretty simple stuff. No Eidolons, because I'm not a whale. But Silverwolf has been really clutch for me. Her relics are pretty basic. I've been using her pretty religiously for a long time now because she is such an important character in almost all of my team comps. And literally any team comp I make, I usually throw her in it because there's a lot of times where I just don't have a weakness I need, and Silverwolf can fill that weakness. So she's pretty customary in like every team that I build. She has 143 speed, 2k attack, a pretty bad ratio in terms of crit rate to damage, but that doesn't matter too much. A little bit of recharge and a little bit of effect hit rate. Silverwolf is pretty well off. Now, the last group of characters I want to talk about is my Harmony characters. And I don't want to go through all my Harmony characters because I have most of them built. They're all on pretty standard builds. Hanya has the basic Messenger plus Penacony set. Bronya has her best in slot Light Cone plus the basic sets for her. Yukong has her best in slot Light Cone and the basic relic set for her. And Ting Yun is the exact same thing. So instead of talking about all my Harmony characters, let's just focus on the new one, Ruan Mei. Now this character has been so much fun to play recently. She's been another customary similar to Silverwolf in almost all of my teams. I've been using her pretty religiously after she came out. I got her on 999. I really like this character. I have her on the break effect sets because I need a lot of break effect for her. Currently, I am only at 165, but I think that's a decent amount for her. She has some fairly basic relics. I try to maximize speed, break effect, and attack percent, and I think that's all I really went for. And then, of course, defense on the orb and HP on the body. Other than that, though, pretty simple build for my Ruan Mei. I just wanted to talk about how much I love her because she's really been clutch since she came out. And yeah, that about covers all of my characters. Is there any more that you guys want to see? Let me know in the comments because I'd happily show any of them. But there is just so many characters that I built. But anyways, I think that's going to cover everything I wanted to talk about for my Honkai Star Rail Start of 2024 account. We're off to a good start to the year. We got Trailblaze 70. We have a huge cast of characters to choose from. And I'm looking forward to finally being able to crush the Memory of Chaos this year. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. And I'm going to see you all in the next one. Peace.